Hello. I believe that borders are artificial constructs, and one day we might live in a borderless world. In today's world, I appreciate collaboration and scientific breakthroughs like cancer treatments or climate mitigation. I also appreciate global institutions like the United Nations. And I love global collaboration in the arts, something that my organization, Code Pink, did just a couple of weeks ago when we borrowed the 20-foot version of this from you Brits to fly in the National Mall in Washington, D.C. when Donald Trump was giving his speech. But this is very different from globalization as an economic system which has wreaked havoc around the world. Let me give you a few examples, and let's start with workers. Yes, it brings cheap goods to consumers, but at a tremendous cost to workers. Corporations move their factories around the world, always searching for the cheapest workers in places that don't have unions or where they can easily destroy those unions. I have visited Nike factories in Indonesia, where workers work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, making 300 pairs of shoes a day, and they could never afford to buy one pair. Globalization has been disastrous for the environment. Importing goods from thousands of miles away demands ever-increasing quantities of oil that have led to overconsumption that are devouring our rainforests, dumping toxins into our rivers, and clogging our oceans with plastics. Take this plastic straw, something that Donald Trump has just politicized. It's handy for sipping a cool drink on a hot summer day, but this single-use product is too small to recycle. And it's symbolic of the 88 pounds of plastic per person per year that we produce, much of it for products like this straw that we could easily live without. And speaking of junk, what about the globalized junk food like Coca-Cola, a global brand, and fast food companies like McDonald's that lead to obesity and have taken a serious bite out of healthy traditional diets? But you know what the real problem is with corporate-led globalization? It's undemocratic and it's unfair. It gives too much power to these multinational corporations that then make decisions that affect the lives of billions of people. And they destroy so many local businesses. How can a corner shop compete with a Walmart? On top of that, many of these companies don't even pay taxes. Take Amazon, $11 billion in profits last year. You know how much they paid in taxes? 0. And now I want to talk about militarism, the war machine, because it's part of this conversation. Globalization goes hand in hand with militarism. The writer Thomas Friedman once said, "The hidden hand of the market will never work without the hidden fist." McDonald's cannot flourish without McDonnell Douglas, the designer of the F-15. So globalization feeds the arms trade, and these companies that make weapons have endless profits from endless war. Militarism puts Western democracies in bed with repressive regimes that buy our weapons. And then there's the issue of mass migration. The chaos that comes with globalization has pushed millions of people from their homes to seek employment and asylum elsewhere. And the backlash against this mass migration has led to the rise of right-wing populists, from Donald Trump in the United States to Viktor Orban in Hungary to Brexit right here in the UK. Finally, globalization of news drowns out local voices and diverse perspectives. Global news organizations set the news agenda, and they are driven by profit. Think about that. Now let's think for a moment about the alternatives, an economic system that is not driven by corporate profits, but focuses instead on creating well-paid, meaningful jobs so more people can have better lives. An economic system that is more democratic because it's locally controlled. An economic system that puts the stewardship of the environment front and center. Let's take one very simple step together. Let's go strawless. Yes, it's a tiny thing, but it's symbolic. It puts us on the right path of thinking globally, producing locally, and reducing our global footprint. That's where our future lies. Thank you.